Why are we as people so afraid to show vulnerability, to show our weaknesses, to let others in on the emotions that we're going through? It's like our survival techniques, whatever we've used to survive a rough neighborhood or coming from the streets, has blocked us all in, that we have to appear that we're tough all the time, or we have to appear that nothing affects us, or we have to appear that someone's not getting under our skin or making us upset. But the people that we're closest to oftentimes get the same kind of treatment. The people who we love, our family, the people that we care the most about, get blocked out as well, because we're so used to putting up that front, that I don't need anyone, I'm fine, I'm tough, I can handle it on my own. And even, dare I say, with our enemies, we're so used to putting up this "you can't get to me" facade, even when they're eating us alive. And I wonder how much of what's going on between our enemies and us, especially on a personal level, could be resolved if we were just acting a little more human, if we just showed what our vulnerability was, if we just admitted, look, your behavior's kind of freaking me out, and you know, this is what I'm going through, and when you do these things, it makes me feel hurt or nervous or upset or like I'm not in control, and whatever it is. I wonder what would happen if we just admitted those things. Sure, there's instances where the other overly calloused, fearful person who's showing anger would just use that against you. Sure, there are instances that would happen. But what if showing that vulnerability was the one thing that got them to also let their mask down, to also admit their weaknesses and realize, hey, that they're human too, and maybe me coming on so angry or so strong, I don't need to, because we all have that human need to want to be understood, to want to feel safe. I think of a time when I had this boss who was really, we were all kind of scared of her because she was so firm and so adamant, and if we did things she didn't like, she would cut our hours down, and we were all very fearful of even letting her know what was going on in our life because we were afraid to lose our job. And I remember working one night out in the pouring rain and getting a phone call from the hospital that my baby's left lung collapsed, and I'm still out there parking cars thinking I can't let my boss know that I have to leave, or that I have to go to the hospital, or I won't get hours, I'll lose my job, and I need them because the hospital bills from having a child in the neonatal intensive care unit, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. Because she had presented herself with this exterior, and we in turn, instead of trying to break down her wall and getting to know her, just put up the same front. And then when she got a call from the restaurant that I was valeting cars for, she called me, and she was very sweet, a side I had never seen of her. And I realized, wow, she is human. She understands. And she said, you don't have to be there. You can leave. You can go to the hospital. Just give everybody their keys back. But we can build these things up saying that this person is inhuman, this person wouldn't understand, I could never show my weakness, I could never let them know. But what if that person that you are so afraid to show your vulnerability to, they in turn were so afraid to show theirs. And you could both open up on that level and go way deeper and have a relationship you never dreamed was possible. I'm just saying, guys, let's not live our life by fear. Let's not be afraid to show when we're hurt, when we're sad, when we don't know what to do, when we're nervous, and not be afraid to show our weaknesses. Because everybody else has the same issues and deals with the same things, and maybe when you let your guard down, they would see it's okay to let theirs down as well.